Hello, and welcome to Oldie but a Goodie, the show where we review movies from 1984 all the way through the year, just like if we were watching movies back then.
Yep.
Turtle! Shut up! Shut up, Turtle! No one asked you.
Sorry.
Shut up, Turtle!
Just keep eating.
That's what you do best, Turtle. That's right.
Yum. Crackers. Yum.
I'm Zach. This is Turtle.
Hello, I'm Turtle.
Turtle, no, you didn't have permission to speak.
Oh, no.
Because as a random homeless person that we keep around, apparently we can just push you around.
Okay, so...
What a character.
The worst character out of every film you've covered this year before this week had to be the sunscreen guy from Hot Dog, right?
Yes.
Is Turtle worse?
Well, no, I like Turtle, but he is an enigma.
Yeah.
Like, half the time he seems like they're going to do like he's actually quite intelligent sort of thing. But then they just don't.
Yeah.
And he's a dummy. He's also homeless. He squirts a rat.
Yes.
What is his goals? What is he? We don't know. We don't know. He's not really annoying.
No. He's just there.
He's just there. Yeah, exactly. Turtle was actually probably my favourite character
Wow.
from the movie.
How's that?
Just because half the movie I was looking at Turtle and I'm like, what? What is his deal?
What a film. What
Yeah.
a movie. What are we doing this week, Zach? Because honestly, I'm done.
Sandro, we're doing Crackers, which already, off the bat, just by listening to the name, you know it's going to be a high-quality movie when they call it Crackers.
Why is it called Crackers?
Because it's all about the American cracker industry and how it was struggling to fight. No, it's actually a racial slur against white people.
I think it's about safe crackers, right? Because they're cracking safes.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know. This movie, just every decision they made. I was getting serious Blank Man flashbacks while watching this, in that it's a genre that I really like. I love funny heist movies, and this is a funny heist movie, except everything it tries to do fails.
Yes, but here's the difference between this movie and that movie. In this movie, I didn't loathe the main character so hard that I wanted to strangle a pug.
Look, that's also true.
Yeah. Like, none of the characters were particularly annoying. Actually, Goatee guy was pretty annoying. Those two guys, I didn't like them. Goatee kid was very creepy.
Yes.
Which they kind of touched on, but then just didn't. And then we're like, hey, it's all fine. Question mark?
I think
it was a different time.
Hey, this whole movie is a different time, I'll tell you what. In fact, I think some of this stuff wasn't even okay in the 80s. Like, that's how different this time is.
Wow. The problem with this movie is that literally, it's like... So, here's what the movie should have been. It should have been a 20-minute episode.
Yes.
Where all of these characters had already been established. And we knew what their like, who they were and what they were. Like, they're all interesting characters, but they're only touched on... Their, like, interesting bits are only briefly touched on because they have a movie to make.
Yeah.
And they have to just go through each character, give you their highlights, and move on.
Exactly.
So that they can get on with this movie. Even though we only get, like, 20 minutes of heist at the end anyway.
Yeah. There is so much nothing in this movie.
Yeah, they waste so much time.
And it's only like just over 80 minutes as well. It's pretty short.
Yeah,
so anyway.
It's really short. That's what I'm saying. That's why it either should have been longer, so we could learn a bit more about the characters, and had more substance.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe just add some, or make it a TV show like you really wanted to, or like, I don't know what you do at that point. Because if you're not going to make a TV show, what do you do?
Well, this is also a remake of a film. We'll get to the details on that. But it's a remake of an Italian film that everyone loves. Like, it's considered one of the best Italian movies of all time. So maybe they were just going for the audience that had already seen that film and were like, we don't need to do character development. You already know them from the one from the 50s.
Right. Which would make sense because the movie didn't.
Yeah. To be honest, though, out of your other two options, maybe the best choice? I don't know.
Yeah, what was the other two again?
Well, the other two were the same other two options from last week, because nothing came out this week. But you had Lassiter, which was a heist film with Tom Selleck. He's got to steal some gems from an embassy. It looks not very good, but, you know, it could be fun. And then you've also got Blame It on Rio, which is Michael Caine and his friend go on holiday with their daughters.
Sandra.
And then they fall in love with their daughters. The other person's daughter.
The other person's daughter. Make sure to clarify.
Before recording, we were doing some research on that movie. One, it's available on streaming services in Australia, so that's a first. But also, it's directed by the guy who did Singing in the Rain.
So clearly this is a brilliant film. Hey, maybe we'll just have to go back and watch it. Someday.
Maybe episode 69 we will actually do Blame It on Rio.
That's so bad.
It sounds incredible, but also... alright, well, let's get into some details about Crackers. Released February 17th, just like the film from last week. It's directed by Louis Malle. He is well known for an award-winning documentary he made in the 50s called Le Monde de Silence. He did that, and then he's also done a couple popular films in the 80s, like Atlantic City and My Dinner with Andre, both of which share cast members with this film.
Okay. Sounds like a recipe for something that's not a complete disaster.
Exactly, yeah. You know, he's good. It's also, apparently, based off a really good film called Big Deal on Madonna Street, from 1958, Italian movie, as I mentioned, considered a masterpiece of Italian cinema.
Yeah.
89% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.7 on IMDb, so pretty high numbers for a foreign film. I was going to watch it, but I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, this film doesn't exactly make me want to go back and watch it, but I could see how that could be a good film. Yeah. It's like you got all the fun and interesting characters and then made a good film.
It looks like it's more satire-y, maybe. It's more of a satire instead of like a wacky character drama.
Yeah. It's so weird because they focus on the wacky characters and are like, these are going to be iconic sort of characters, but they never give any substance to them. No. We're just told what they are. We don't get to, see what they are. We're just told.
Exactly.
We're shown, hey, turtles are dum-dum. Hey, this guy's a pimp that has a baby, ?
But he doesn't want to be a pimp? That was a storyline for the first 10 minutes.
I don't remember it. Hey, this guy's poor. He's got no money, but he doesn't want to get welfare.
Yep.
Hey, this guy's... just a creep with a goatee. Hey, this guy's Mexican. That's his entire character. That's the whole crew. I just went through. And that's their main character trait. They get nothing else.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
But the thing is, the characters are terrible. The cast, actually amazing. The cast is huge. Every single cast member is great.
Like Turtle, I was like, whoa, they have this actor. He's going to be brilliant. And then they literally have him play a dimwit with no lines.
Yes.
Why would you get this famous person and not let him talk?
I don't know if he was famous at this point. Definitely not as much as he is now. Not. But a Turtle is played by Wallace Shawn from The Princess Bride, also Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but probably most notably he is Rex in Toy Story. So, you know.
Yeah.
We've also got Donald Sutherland. You saw one of his films last year, right?
Yeah. The goddamn Alien movie. Yeah. He's good. He's really good. I love him as Snow, actually.
Yeah, yes, in Hunger Games. He's very good in that, yeah.
He's one of the few characters I liked in that.
He's great in everything.
He's amazing. He's he's good in this.
Yeah.
Honestly. He doesn't have anything to work with because his character's just poor and grumpy.
Yeah. It's just the writing, really, and the direction. It's just poor.
It's bad.
As his girlfriend, but also police woman who might be I'm not sure what's up with her, but her name is Maxine. She's played by Christina Bransky. The actress is massive on TV. She's won like 50 Emmy Awards. So
yeah, she was good.
We are told a little bit about the guy who owns the pawn shop. His name is Jack Warden. That's the actor's name. The character is Garvey. Like, he's got a mum who's 90, and he wants to give her a fish. That's his character.
Because she's gonna cark it. Spoilers.
Spoilers. We've also got Sean Penn.
Or she's going to carp it.
Oh, because they eat fish. It's the whole
except
credits.
She doesn't because she dies.
No. We've also got a very, very young Sean Penn in this, playing the character Dillard. He's kind of a creep, but he also plays the harmonica.
Yes. I liked his harmonica-ing. I hated the rest of him. Actor was good, though.
I liked...
actually, no, I didn't hate all of him. Yeah. I liked when he was making the, alarm system.
That was good.
And wiring things. He was a good mechanic, but the rest of his character, creeping on his best friend's sister, then sneaking in to try and fornicate with his sister, and then when he had to hide and not get caught,
trying to make out with
trying to make out with his best friend's sister when he's in the other room.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
Yeah. It was pretty funny, though.
We haven't even got into the movie yet.
Not yet. We're still going through the massive cast. As you mentioned, his best friend, Ramon, is played by Trindad Silva. We've already seen him in a film this year. He was in El Norte. He was the guy who ran the hotel.
Yep.
And he's in this as well. I just looked this up. Apparently, he passed away while filming the Weird Al movie UHF, and it's dedicated to his memory as well, that film, so...
Oh, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's good. He's very funny.
But also, he had no character.
Not in this.
The others, they gave the tiniest amount of character. His was, he was Mexican.
Pretty much.
And then he played Mexican stereotype the entire way through the
To
film.
be fair, every non-white person just plays a stereotype throughout this entire
they're
movie.
All super stereotype, yeah.
And finally, playing his sister, Maxine, is an actress called Tassia Valenza. I mainly bring her up because, one, she's in an episode of The Next Generation, which is kind of cool, but she is also the voice of the USS Shenzhou in Star Trek Discovery. She voices a ship.
Oh, really?
So that's funny.
Huh.
That's good. Let's get to the reception. 5.1 on IMDb, right down the middle. Audience score of 33% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's got a critic score of 0%. So
what? 0?
It's based off 5 reviews, so it's not really a proper way to judge it. But
right, that's fair. That's fair. It just hasn't been watched. But
pretty much.
I don't think we've had a 0 before though. That is impressive.
Yeah, it's very low.
Even Hot Dog had 30% or something way too high.
Guess just not many people.
I would wait. Hot Dog has weird nostalgia in it because it's super 80s.
Yeah, I preferred Hot Dog just because it was terrible and I enjoyed it.
Hot Dog reaches so bad it's good things, although I didn't like it. I've watched better so bad it's good ones.
Definitely.
But this one has so much potential to be good.
Yeah. And
that it's annoying that it wasn't.
Exactly. But it seems like people seem to, be rediscovering this movie and enjoying it. When I was on Letterboxd, there's a lot of 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5 reviews on there. But I was talking to our good friend of the show, Ben Volchok. He's seen it. And he sent through his thoughts on it, which I find really interesting because he gave it a positive review.
Oh, really?
But he said, I liked how specific and odd the characters were. He said it was a jolly movie. So
it was.
I guess, yeah. Also, Rob Lloyd said it's one of the worst films he's ever watched, so...
Good on you, Rob Lloyd. Way to bring in the hot takes. I appreciate it.
In terms of how much this cost, we have absolutely no idea. I wouldn't go above $1 million, to be honest.
Really? Because they had some big names.
It didn't get a wide release. It was only shown in about 20 cinemas for a week in America.
That's very small.
I don't know if I would go above $1 million for the budget. Yeah. But the cast are pretty good. That's fair. Were they popular at this point as well?
No, they're all pretty young. You are right on that one. Most of them weren't very popular at that point.
And the one that was popular, the guy that owns the pawn shop, he's only in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, which is probably why he's only in there for a short amount of time. That's true.
So maybe I'd go.
Okay, I'd see that. I'd say around 2 million.
Okay,
would be my guess.
Well, what do you think it made in the very, very limited run that it got?
Like $200.
It's more than $200.
Okay. Whew. All right.
It is more than 200.
20,000.
Actually, quite a bit more than that, to be honest. $129,000.
Ah, okay. That's still pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad, but it made money.
Hey, yeah, at least they might be able to pay off the actors.
Yeah. I wonder if any of the actors remember this.
Probably not.
If we managed to get an interview with any of the incredible cast members from this film and we talked to them about crackers, whether or not they would remember it.
We'll get a copy, a hardcover copy of Crackers.
And ask them to sign it.
Ask them to sign it. Absolutely, yes.
That'd be pretty amazing. Anyway, let's get into Crackers. Let's do the episode on it. I think this is going to be pretty short.
It was hard to take notes at the end. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Although there's not a lot happening.
I took a lot of notes at the start because it opens like a sitcom.
Oh my god, the opening! Oh my god, I was blown away. In fact,
Yeah,
it's just giant pink font.
Yep.
Boom.
Wacky
in your face.
Pink font as well.
Woo! Gets your attention. I was like, whoa, okay, starting off strong, and also the music. Wow. Wowee.
It's almost like the theme tune of Friends.
Yes, maybe that's what we got into the line of this should be a TV show.
Yeah, because it does open like a sitcom. It opens like a TV show.
It's really wanting to be an episode.
Yeah.
It's like made by an episode. I wonder if the lead writer or whatever does TV shows.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
I do get what you mean, though, because everything is set on the one street. The set of the street feels like a TV show set. So, it would be a good show. Well, it would be a show.
It would be better than this movie.
Probably.
Sure.
We open on a character called Slam Dunk, who we don't see again.
No, we see her twice in this movie.
We see her in the opening, oh yes, and then with the baby as well.
Yes, because she ditches the baby on him. That's a key moment, Sandra.
On Tyrone, yes. On Tyrone, who is the pimp, but he doesn't want to be a pimp or something. I don't know what's up with his character.
Yeah, he wants to get out of the pimp business, I think. That's the problem. They don't explain the characters.
No idea. And then she drops her purse, some guy picks it up, and she's like, hey, let's go bang.
No, it's great. I wrote down Seducer Pro versus Seducer Noob.
Oh yeah, because then the police woman Maxine, she tries to do it as well, but it doesn't work. The guy just walks off. Yeah. It's strong opening moments.
I was pretty impressed. I thought it was a funny opening because she drops, she purposely throws her umbrella in front of a dude, and he's like, "Oh, you dropped this," and he picks it up, and she's like, "Oh, such a gentleman," and goes with him.
Also, it seems like all of these characters know everyone. Like, everyone knows everyone on this street.
Yeah, because it's a small town, and it's also a TV set where they do multiple episodes per week.
So that, yeah.
See, another thing that it's like a TV show.
There we go.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Anyway, we go to the pawn shop, which is called Money to Loan. We've got Donald Sutherland. He's there as a security guard or something. And then Turtles...
No, he's good friends of the owner because he's worked for a security guard in the past.
Ah, that's it.
Which is explained very clearly.
Turtles there, he's eating stuff.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And then Tyrone, who I called the baby man in most of my notes because he just carries a baby around everywhere.
I think that's pretty close to what I called him. I have halfway through the script, I said, dude still has the baby? What?
It's his whole character. Also, whose baby is it? Is it Slam Dunk's baby?
Yes, it's Slam Dunk's baby, I think. I don't know. She works as a street lady, so maybe it's like an accidental baby, which
maybe. But also, I got the vibe that they were together as well. So I don't know.
All we have is a vibe. We have no explanation.
Absolutely nothing
whatsoever. You see, if this was like a TV show with episodes, they could have an episode where it's like, what's the deal with the baby?
Anyway, Tyrone is a massive misogynist because he walks into the pawn shop and is like, I can call women bitches if I want.
What a great introduction to his character that has literally nothing to do with it. But he's supposed to be a pimp, I guess?
I guess.
Which is why he disrespects women a bit.
He just walks in and is like, yeah, get out of here. I can call you that if I want. I'm a dude.
I call my mama, bitch.
Yeah, he does say that. But anyway, what else happens? The owner of the pawn shop has to go to his mother's 90th birthday.
Yes.
That's the thing.
There's also a great quote. When the guy's on the phone to his mum, and he's like, no, mama, he's been dead for 10 years.
Oh, yeah, she's like, is your brother coming or something? And he's like, no, he's been dead for 10 years.
Yes, that's why he wasn't at your last birthday party. Wah, wah. So, yeah.
What the screenwriter is doing there, Zach, and it's quite clever, as you will see, he is introducing the concept of death into this movie, because later on in the film, the mother does die, and it would seem like it's coming out of nowhere, you know. Audiences weren't aware of the concept of death in the test screening, so they added this scene just to add a little bit of context.
Yeah, in the original script, the baby died, actually.
Whoa.
Fun fact. Because what happened was Tyrone forgot the baby, left it at the shop, and it just died.
No, Turtle ate him. Turtle ate the baby.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah, it didn't just die. Turtle ate him. And it really spun this movie off into a horror sort of flick at the end there, where Turtle just ate people. Anyway, besides eating babies, we find out one of the main characters, he has money trouble. He lost his job at some place that's never explained.
Is that Donald Sutherland? I think so.
Yes, that's Sutherland. Yeah. He, his character, I can't remember his name.
Westlake.
I'm sure it's never explained. But for no explained real reason, he doesn't like welfare.
No.
And he's low on money, so he's like, hey, I want a raise for my work as a guard. And then the other guy's like, no, I'm putting in a security system.
And the security system is going to get installed by the two delinquents.
Yes, I can't see that going wrong.
No. But yeah, the two delinquents are planning to fix the shop's alarm. They're planning to make an alarm, but then they're planning to rig the alarm so that they can get into the place and steal everything.
Yep, that's the one.
Somehow Donald Sutherland figures it out. Sutherland is like, we're going to rob it together. We will figure out how tomorrow. But first, it's time for every character to go home and have a sleep. And so as everyone is packing up their shops, we get a scene where Maxine gropes the pawn shop owner for no reason. That's a sequence.
Yep.
She just grabs his butt. It's a scene in this movie.
Yeah, and then Goatee Boy, he follows his best friend and his sister home, and really spooky music. Now, here's a criticism of this movie that I found.
The music?
Yes. Music is way too loud.
It's loud, but it's also really bad, and they just use it constantly throughout the entire film. They don't change it at all.
Music was bad. I didn't like the music in this movie, and it was really loud for no reason. There were some scenes where it was hard to hear characters because of the music.
It's not good at all.
And in this scene, it's like they play really spooky music, even though they never address this. He's just being a creep, even though that could have been a plot line that he was just sort of creepy.
Yes.
They don't address it. They just have this music for no reason. I don't know what they're doing. Were they going to do a plot point about that, but just didn't?
Probably, but then also, like, the end of this storyline is that they get together.
Yeah, exactly. So clearly that's not the plot line they were going for, so why play all the spooky music at this point?
So dumb.
Understand.
It's terrible.
I don't understand. They go to the bar.
I think one of the characters, Sutherland maybe, is like, there's a safe in the back, but it's really hard to crack, so we've got to make up a plan to get into that safe.
Make up a plan. We see a scene of Turtle at his home.
Yeah.
This is like the one scene we get of Turtle where he lives in like an abandoned building that still has, like, some power. So he watches TV, but he also collects, like, all this food to eat. He's a big fan of food.
Loves it.
But he also had okay, this scene was the scene that made me laugh out loud the most. When just this rat comes on screen and it makes the worst rat noise I've ever heard. It's so loud and unrat-like. Like, rats would not make that noise unless they were caught in a trap, maybe. Turtle is like, oh, hey, a rat. And then he just picks up a squirty gun and he squirts the rat. And the rat makes the noise again and then runs off.
It's not...
like, what? What is
I don't know. It not only makes the noise and runs off, but it almost looks like it's on a wire that's just being yanked away.
Oh, yes! It definitely was! That was the next bit I was going to get to. It's just yanked. It's just pulled on out of there. That poor rat! What is happening?
That was hilarious.
Oh. What is Turtle's character? Is he homeless? What? Why do they treat him so bad? What is this movie? What is it doing?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Donald Sutherland, he's like scoping out the block or something. He's like figuring out, okay, we can get in to the upstairs area of the pawn shop by breaking through the wall in the neighbor's house exactly at this point. And to get into that house, we got to go through a cold chute. And so he's figuring all this out, which then becomes the heist at the end of the film.
He sees this lady and he's like, hey, Tyrone, go talk to this lady. See if you can, get the layout out of this building. And Tyrone's like, why? And then he's like, because I said so.
Yeah,
so they do.
So Tyrone, goes up to the neighbor's house, and it's this housemaid that thinks she's an interior decorator, and he just hits on her.
She has such a weird plot line. Because hear me out, her character just doesn't get explained.
No, it's bad. It's really bad.
Oh,
and then there's the whole plot point where Tyrone can't get the baby to stop crapping, so he gets her to do the nappy.
Yeah, because that's how he gets in. Because he starts talking to her and she's like, your baby's done a big poop. I'm a woman, I'm gonna show you how it's done.
It's terrible.
And he's like, yeah, good work, baby.
Then anyway, they all meet up. Ramon and Dillard go over to Donald Sutherland's house while Tyrone is there telling them about the layout of the apartment. They're all planning stuff, aside from Turtle, who's eating cat food in between slices of bread, because that's funny.
Delicious. Honestly, amusing.
It's so cool. There's a lot of cats in this movie.
There is a bit of cats happening. They're there. They have integral plots in this movie. More character than most of the other ones.
Exactly.
Then they go and find the safe cracker because they need him to crack the safe. He is like the best character in this movie.
So he's like, yes, the real point of cracking safes is that you want what is inside of the safe to be outside of the safe, but what you really want is you want the outside of the safe to be inside of it. It's like, what?
Yes, and he's like, he chops all this barley or whatever to reveal a safe for this one-time reveal of this safe he has next to his house that he obviously practices on. He's like, I'll show you how it's done. And we spend a good minute as he shows them how to crack the safe. The guy's like, wow, you made that look really easy. And he's like, yeah, but it's not. Then it goes to the next scene where it's like, hey, but we have this safe cracker here, you can just drill into it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then he starts trying to drill it, and he's like, man, this is going to take forever. And he's like, yep, that could take years. And he's like, how are we going to get into this safe, then?
Well, you can use soup, which is actually an explosive. But Turtle's like, yum, soup.
Yum, soup. That's the sole reason it's called soup in this movie. So Turtle could say, yum. I did like the name Soup, though. That's a great name for an explosive.
Here's another good quote from Turtle. They're all talking about what their alibis are going to be, and every person in the heist crew says their alibi, and then Turtle is like, oh, yes, I have an alibi. I forgot.
See, this is why I think Turtle's the best character. But he's still not a good character.
No.
And that's the annoying bit, is like, Turtle is obviously that character that everyone's supposed to like, but he just doesn't have anything, except for, like, this and that one scene at the start. He has, like, 2 lines. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't talk. That's the problem.
And it's almost like, at first, they thought, why don't we just have a silent, like, sidekick character? That'd be funny. But they don't do that. They make him talk, and what he says isn't particularly funny. For the most part.
I think they wanted him to be dim-witted.
Yeah. It is heist time. We open with them trying to cut the bolt to the coal chute, but it won't cut the bolt. Also, the bolt is unlocked, so they didn't need to cut it. Anyway, so funny. It's peak of comedy.
Yep, everything just starts going wrong. I mean, this is supposed to be the crux of the movie, and it's just sort of... I mean...
It's funnier than the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
But it's also not good.
Good? Yeah.
The coal chute won't work, so they got to climb up the fire escape and then climb down another ladder. But to get to that other ladder, they've got to walk up a glass window, and they see Maxine through the glass. She strips to the Sugar Plum Fairy song and then rapes a dude.
Yes.
Absolutely awful.
The whole time she's doing it, they're all on the roof, watching down this glass roof at this.
And Turtle's eating crackers.
And also, the guy only notices at the very end, but then, like, he notices them and goes, whoa! But then the lights turn off and he's like, guess I didn't see him.
Yeah.
What? He's like a bad guy in an old video game.
Exactly. He's also so not into it at all.
Yes. It's quite a little bit rapey, as you say.
This is... every second movie, maybe, has had a rape joke. Was this the thing in the 80s? I'm
noticing a trend, Sandro. It's mostly the terrible movies that make these jokes.
Exactly, that is true.
I think that's a correlation between this time and that.
That is very true.
So after they watch this lady get naked, then this old lady landlord comes in after they've broken into this house.
Yep.
They have to carefully dodge getting spotted by her, while also the wall is leaking, because they start drilling into it to get to the other building.
Yeah, they hit a water pipe. But
then the old lady sees the water and she's like, oh no! Bum bum bum. The cat peed. Let me kick the cat out. Wow.
Because the whole reason she's in the apartment is because the cat has been missing, so she put the cat in the apartment and then called up the owner, and the owner's like, no, we keep the cat out of the apartment for a reason. And she's like, oh, I see what it is, because the cat pees everywhere.
Wah, wah.
It is terrible.
Anyway, they break in, they're about to open the safe, and then... Guess who shows up through the front door?
It's the pawn shop owner.
After he takes a big swig of alcohol, he's like, my mother's dead.
She took one look at the fish and died. Which, to be honest, is one of the funniest parts of the film. Because I just really want to see that scene.
It's just very funny. No, I think that's the beauty of it, is that we just don't see it.
Yeah.
It's one of those jokes where, yes, it would be funny, but also it might take away from this joke. I thought this was very good. Anyway, they set off the alarm accidentally anyway.
They set off the alarm because the cat is playing with the cables and sets off the explosive that they have set up on the safe. And so the safe blows open and then the police rock up.
Then they're like, oh, we didn't do it. It was just some couple of guys in ski masks. And then the cops are like, okay. And then at the very end, of course, the pawn shop owner is like, wow, those robbers were dumb. There was nothing even in that safe.
I also left it unlocked. Ugh.
Yes, but like a pawn shop is like the dumbest thing to steal.
Yeah, it's
a pawn shop isn't full of riches. It literally deals in trash.
Well, the thing is, the two delinquents wanted to steal their guitar back, so that's how it started.
And that makes sense, because they know there's an object there that they want. What Sutherland wants is riches to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, stupid.
I think I'm thoroughly sick of this movie and talking about it.
And that's the end of this film. Yeah, I mean, everything that this film sets out to do, it fails in. Everything.
Yeah, but not badly enough.
Yeah.
Which is the worst bit.
It's not so bad it's good. It's just like, it's
bad?
It's not even painful. It's just really bad. That's the only word I can use to describe it.
It's
just
meh.
Everything about it, like the directing completely fails, the screenwriting fails, the music 100% fails. The music's awful.
The music's almost so bad it's good if it weren't so loud.
As I was saying, I got serious Blank Man flashbacks, which if you listen to our year in review episode, I did put in my 3 least favorite films from last year category, just because everything it tried to do, it failed in. And I think this is on the same level, which means I have to say it's worse than an oldie. That's my opinion. I'm going to vote that we give it the Cracked Award, because I honestly felt like my soul was cracked at the end of watching this.
Yeah. I have a different proposition, actually.
Okay.
Because this film is not just cracked. It's full-on broken. At this point, I think we give it the just plain broken award.
The just plain broken award?
Absolutely.
I'm up for that. So the worst of the worst for this year is just plain broken.
Just plain broken.
For crackers. We're sorry, crackers. You were the first.
I mean, yeah, you didn't deserve this as much as, like, Crossroads or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Intersection, I should say. God, I keep calling it Crossroads just because it just hurts to think about it. Definitely not as bad as Intersection, but very bad.
Not a good movie. Obviously, there are no sequels, and we want to fix that. It's time to pitch our own sequel and or spin-off and or cut of the movie. I think I know what you're going to go for, which is a TV, right? You're going to go TV.
Yes, so mine's definitely, we just scrap the whole movie thing, and we make this a TV show, and then in different episodes, different bits of their characters gets explained, like, what's the deal with the baby? That's near the start of the season, because that's rather important, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have some other story bits, like, Turtle, what is his entire deal?
A standalone Turtle episode that's mostly just silent. I'd watch that. It's like Mr. Bean, but Turtle.
Absolutely. They just have a Turtle episode. It's like, it's 2 of the other characters looking at Turtle, and it's like, what does he even do when he's not with us? And then it goes... And then the rest of the episode is just, like, what Turtle does... And it's, like, somewhat Forrest Gumpy, somewhat Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
And somewhat just, like, he's actually a secret genius.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. That's about it for my idea. It would make, as I said, a much better TV series. Like, this whole movie, 1 episode.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Totally.
Great episode, funny shenanigans, like... The shop owner comes in at the end and is like, oh, thank goodness you guys were here to stop the robbers. Ha ha ha. End of episode.
I completely agree, yeah. I don't think the show would last for long. I think it would be like 13 episodes then cancelled, but it would be better.
I don't think it gets more than that. Definitely doesn't get more than that.
I have no idea what mine is. I was thinking it could just be entirely from the pawn shop owner's point of view. Like, he goes to the party... shows the fish to his mum dies, and then it's like a murder mystery or something. Everyone at the party's trying to figure out who killed the mum.
That would be a funny movie.
It's just the fish.
Where it just but it's either he knows it and he has to hide the fact that his mum just died from looking at his fish, or he has no idea.
I love that idea. Or maybe the fish is like not of this world. The fish has the power to just kill people that look at it. That's kind of stupid.
The fish is an eldritch god.
Exactly. And that could be the twist at the end, and then it turns into like a Lovecraft thing. I don't know.
And the only way to defeat it is to eat it at the very end. And that's why he comes back and is like, here guys, just eat up.
Exactly.
And then he watches them devour this eldritch being, knowing the fact that their lives are now doomed.
But the thing is, saying that, I also really, really want to pitch a sequel called Crackers 2 Crack Harder, but I don't know what the plot would be.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Oh, I don't know what in that though.
Like, maybe they want to, like, rob the bank or something, and they get the pawn shop owner on their side, so now it's just a stupid heist movie with the guy from the previous film. All right, well, we hated this movie, but let's see what the general public thought of it.
So about that.
Oh, no.
There were, like, no reviews for this movie. There was less than a single page.
That's rough.
We have Jake, who says, not bad, but very random and weird. At times you turn your head and just say, what? But seeing Wallace Shawn is pretty weird itself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A 2, I think.
It's a 2.5.
Oh, okay, more positive.
2.5.
All right, there we go.
And that is literally all the reviews.
Well, there we go. That is crackers. If you like the show, you can review us on iTunes. That really helps get the show out in front of more people. Also, telling a friend. Also, really helpful. But if you want to get in contact, it's super easy. We're on Facebook. We got emails. Links to literally everything in the description. If you're wondering when we're getting more guests on, in about 3 weeks, we're pretty much going to have non-stop guests for a month over Comedy Festival. So look forward to that.
I think we were supposed to have one for this episode.
We were.
Unfortunately, didn't work out.
Didn't work out. But we'll get that person on pretty soon as well. So hope you're looking forward to what we've got coming up, because everything's going to be better than this film. Hopefully,
we can't go below rock bottom. Right, Sandro? You can't go below rock bottom. There's nothing below the first layer of the crust, right? There's nothing below there.
Maybe there's Blame It on Rio, episode 69.
If we're going to the center of the earth, it might as well be there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sandra.
Yes.
You got to pick what we're doing next week.
All right. Hopefully, I've actually got choices.
We do.
Oh, good.
We do have some choices. First up, we have Against All Odds.
Mm-hmm.
Neo-noir thriller where Jeff Bridges is hired by a mobster to find his girlfriend.
Jeff Bridges is a cool dude.
He is very cool. We have Harry and Son. Paul Newman stars and directs as a father who fails at various odd jobs while aspiring to be a writer. Man, my brain is just melting at this point.
It is the crackers effect. It is known to do that.
It's all semblance of intelligence is just being drained from me.
Yeah.
It's taken my soul.
Well, so far they both sound boring.
Okay. How about this? Repo Man, a young punk rock fan.
Oh, no.
And a repossession agent get caught up in a pursuit of a mysterious car that might be connected to extraterrestrials.
That sounds like the reason we wanted to do the 80s.
Now that doesn't sound boring, now does it, Sandro?
That sounds great.
You see, already in that one sentence that I just read out, there's more character in those two characters than the entirety of the cast of the last movie we just reviewed.
Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds really fun.
But, Sandro, we have This Is Spinal Tap.
Oh.
Yeah. A mockumentary about one of England's loudest bands. This I know for a fact, because I've seen this movie before, is a good movie.
Yeah, I have as well. In fact, I would even go so far as to say it's one of the most important comedies of the 80s, because it's, I mean, pretty much everything we like when it comes to musical comedy was created in this movie.
It's really good, but we've both seen it.
We have both seen it. Also, it's a mockumentary. From memory, it doesn't have a story. It's just people doing silly
it does kind of have a story, because we follow the band and stuff. But
it's like...
I mean, it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
But does that mean we should watch it?
I want to watch it. I really want to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in
me too.
6-7 years or something.
But I also want to watch Repo Man.
I really want to do Repo Man as well. How about we do both?
So
Let's do both.
Both?
Do you want to do both?
What do you mean, do 2 episodes?
Well, how about we do our usual episode on Repo Man, because that has a story that we can make fun of.
Well, we don't know that yet.
We don't know that. It could not have a story. It could just be credits.
It's always a thing.
How about we watch both of them, have like a chat about Spinal Tap. I don't know, like 20 minutes or something.
Oh, like a bonus segment.
Almost like a bonus episode, but a part of the main episode.
Okay.
How about we do that? We just do them both.
Yeah, just watch it for fun.
Yeah.
What a novel concept. Watching movies for fun.
Wow. I remember when I used to do that.
I mean, if we're just doing a light thing, I don't need to take like notes for Spinal Tap.
Nah, definitely not. I'm not going to. Nah. I'm probably going to end up listening to the soundtrack like all week now as well.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna have it blasting so loud. I'm gonna turn that up to 11.
Hey. We end each episode with our favorite quote from Crackers.
No, Ma, he's been dead for 10 years. Yes, that's why he wasn't at the last birthday.
I've got Oh yes, I have an alibi. I forgot.
I don't think that sigh of despair is actually in the quote, Sandro, but I'll let it slide.